artificial intelligence, or AI, is one of the most powerful inventions in human history. It helps us drive cars, write music, diagnose diseases, and even talk with machines that sound almost human. But behind the shining world of innovation lies a deeper question: can machines be moral? This is the untold story of ethical AI, a journey that explores not only technology, but also what it means to be truly human. Chapter 1: The Birth of Intelligence. I still remember the first time I interacted with AI. It was a chatbot, simple, friendly, and always ready to answer questions. I was amazed by how intelligent it seemed, but the more I talked to it, the more I realized that its intelligence was different from ours. It didn't understand why I was asking questions. It only recognized patterns. It could respond, but it couldn't feel it. That day, I began to wonder, if machines can think, should they also care? This question became the start of my journey into the ethics of artificial intelligence, a journey that would challenge my ideas about intelligence, emotion, and responsibility. Vocabulary to learn. Ethics, moral principles that guide what is right or wrong. Diagnose, to identify a problem, usually in medicine or machines. Patterns, regular or repeated forms, actions or ideas. Chapter 2: The Machine That Learns. A few months later, I joined a research group studying machine learning. We built algorithms that allowed computers to learn from data. For example, we trained a program to recognize faces. After showing it thousands of pictures, it could identify people with amazing accuracy. But then something unexpected happened. The system started showing bias. It recognized some faces better than others. It turned out that most of our training images came from one demographic group. The AI wasn't truly fair. It was simply repeating what it had learned. That's when I realized something important. Machines don't have bias, humans do. AI reflects our data, our choices, and our values. If we feed it unfair information, it will act unfairly too. Vocabulary to learn. Algorithm, a set of rules a computer follows to solve problems. Bias, an unfair preference or judgment. Demographic, a group of people defined by characteristics like age, gender, or ethnicity. Chapter 3: The Human Code. Our team decided to focus on ethical AI, designing systems that could make fair and responsible decisions. We studied questions like, can a self-driving car decide whom to save in an accident? Should an AI decide who gets a job or a loan? Who is responsible when a machine makes a mistake? These questions didn't have easy answers. Ethics was not about programming. It was about philosophy and empathy. To build ethical AI, we had to think like humans, to understand emotions, fairness, and consequences. I began reading about philosophers such as Immanuel Kant and John Stuart Mill. Their ideas about morality, duty, happiness, and justice became surprisingly useful in AI research. We weren't just coding machines. We were teaching them the language of values, vocabulary to learn, Philosophy, the study of knowledge, existence, and moral values. Empathy, the ability to understand and share someone else's feelings. Consequence, the result or effect of an action. Chapter 4, When AI Met Emotion Later. I was invited to test a project called Emotion AI. It was a system that analyzed facial expressions and voice tones to detect emotions like happiness, sadness, or anger. At first, I thought it was brilliant. Finally, machines that could understand how we feel. But soon I saw the danger. What if such systems were used for manipulation, to sell products, influence opinions, or monitor behavior? Could an AI that reads emotions also control them? That day, I realized that building ethical AI isn't just about making machines smarter. It's about setting boundaries. We must ask not only what AI can do, but also what it should do. Vocabulary to learn. Manipulation, controlling, or influencing someone unfairly. Boundary, a limit that defines acceptable behavior. Monitor, to observe or track something carefully. Chapter 5. The global debate. As AI grew more powerful, the world began to debate its limits. Governments discussed AI ethics laws, companies created responsible AI frameworks, and scientists called for transparency. In one conference, I met a researcher who said, "Ethical AI is not about machines being good, it's about humans staying good while building them." Those words stayed with me. The truth is, AI does not have a conscience. It follows our logic, not our hearts. The responsibility lies in the people who design, train, and use it. We must build technology that reflects the best parts of humanity, honesty, fairness, and compassion. Vocabulary to learn. Transparency, openness, and honesty in actions or decisions. Framework, a structure that guides how something is built or managed. Conscience, an inner sense of right and wrong. Chapter 6. Hope for the future. Today, ethical AI is one of the most important fields in technology. Scientists are working on systems that explain their decisions, avoid bias, and protect privacy. AI is helping doctors, teachers, and even environmentalists not to replace them, but to assist them. And yet, every line of code we write carries a moral question. Will this make the world fairer or more divided? The answer depends on the values we embed in our machines. As I look to the future, I believe the greatest innovation won't be artificial intelligence. It will be artificial empathy, machines designed not just to think, but to understand. Vocabulary to learn. Privacy, the right to keep personal information secret. Environmentalists, people who work to protect nature, to embed, to include or fix something deeply within another thing. Conclusion: The Heart of Intelligence, my journey into ethical AI, taught me that intelligence without empathy is dangerous, and progress without conscience is empty. Technology is not good or evil, it simply mirrors the hearts of those who build it. If we want ethical machines, we must first become ethical humans. that, because the real story of AI is not about algorithms or data. It's about us, the creators. Final words to remember. The future of AI depends on the values we teach it. When machines learn kindness, fairness, and truth, we don't just create better technology, we create a better world.